Vasade Gaura Bhaktavid. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8. We finished yesterday the chapter 10. Today we are going to begin chapter 11. Yesterday we heard how there was this terrible, terrible fight between the demons and the demigods. And then finally the demons resorted to illusory power. They created, Bali Maharaj created a huge mountain, and then which was on top of the demigods, and from this mountain was dropping like huge trees which were on fire. Then he created demons and man and woman demons, terrible, terrible demons, and then all sorts of magic he was using to win over the demigods, and then the demigods were being defeated. So then they took shelter of the Lord, and the Lord came. He appeared, and as soon as the Lord appeared, all this illusory power of the demons was not working anymore. It all cleared up. And the Lord also killed so many demons. What had happened was Shukracharya was keeping on bringing them back to life. Some of the demons whose bodies were still kind of intact, not terribly mutilated. Shukracharya was bringing them back to life. So then now we are going to begin chapter 11, which is entitled King Indra Annihilates the Demons. So now because the Lord came, and so now the demigods are again, with more vigor. Now they're going to fight. And Bali Maharaj's illusion is not working anymore. So we are going to continue reading. Next one, Shri Shuka Vacha.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Atho Sura Pratyupalabdha Chetasa.
Atho
Sura Pratipalchetisha
Parasya Pumsa Parayanukampaya.
Parasya Pabramsya Parayanukampaya
Jagnur Prishamsha Krasamiranadayas.
Sagnure Pramsam Shakira Samiran Aya Adayas
Tamstan Raneyer Abhisam Hatapura.
Tamstan Rani
Samir Abhisham Pura.
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sukadev Goswami said, thereafter, by the supreme grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Hari, all the demigods, headed by Indra and Vayu, were brought back to life. Being enlivened, the demigods began severely beating the very same demons who had defeated them before. So it seems even the demigods had died, and the Lord is bringing them back to life. And also, so some of them were dead, and some who were not dead, they got more vigor after they saw the Lord, renewed energy. Vairochanaya samrabdho.
Vairochanaya Shamraptu
Bhagavan Pakashasanaha.
Bhagavan Pakashasanaha
Udayachat yada vajram.
Udayachat yada vajram
Prajaha heti chukrushuhu.
Praja Heti Chukrush
When the most powerful Indra became angry and took his thunderbolt in hand to kill Maharaj Bali, the demons began lamenting, "Alas, alas." So we can see now earlier the demons were winning. Now the demigods have renewed energy by the grace of the Lord. Vajrapani stam ahedam
Vajrapani stam ahedam
tiraskritya purasthitam
tiraskritya
Tiraskritya
purasthitam
purasthitam
manasvinam susampanam
manas
Manashyavinam Shoshampanam
vicharantam mahamrite.
Vicharantam Mahamrate.
Sober and tolerant and well equipped with paraphernalia for fighting, Bali Maharaj moved before Indra on the great battlefield. King Indra, who always carries the thunderbolt in his hand, rebuked Bali Maharaj as follows. So the weapon of Indra, what is that? Indra's weapon?
Thunderbolt? But
Thunderbolt,
yeah,
yeah, the Vajra. Yeah,
Vajra, yeah.
that's it. Yeah, the thunderbolt. Natavan Mudha Maya Bhir.
natavan muda maya
Mayeshan no Jigishasi.
maye shano
Viki
jiki
Shashi
Jitva Balan Nibadhakshan.
jitva
Chitva
bala
Balan Nivadha Shakshan
nibadakshan
Nato Harati Tad Dhanam.
nato harati tattanam.
Natadam.
Indra said, "O rascal, as a cheater sometimes binds the eyes of a child and takes away his possessions, you're trying to defeat us by displaying some mystic power, although you know that we are the masters of all such mystic powers." So, sometimes Indra is saying you're cheating. Sometimes we may cheat a child, close his eyes, and then take something away from him. Like this, you're putting illusion for us. That you don't know, we are masters of mystic power because they are servants of Krishna. Krishna is the master, Yogeshwar. And the demigods are all the servants of Lord Krishna. Aruk Shanti Maya Bhir.
Arurukshanti
Shanti Maya Dear
mayati
Utsis Utsisrip Santi Ye Divam.
and
utsisrisanti
Santi
divam
Tan Dasyun Vidunomi Agyan.
tan dasyun vidunomi
Vidunomi Ajnam
Purvasmacha Padad Adaha.
purvasmachya patat adha
Adha
Those fools and rascals who want to ascend to the upper planetary system by mystic power or mechanical means, or who endeavor to cross even the upper planets and achieve the spiritual world or liberation, I cause to be sent to the lowest region of the universe. There are undoubtedly different planetary systems for different persons. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 14.18, Urdhvam Gachanti Sattvastha. Persons in the mode of goodness can go to the upper planets. Those in the modes of darkness and passion, however, are not allowed to enter the higher planets. So, we may try to force ourselves into the upper planetary systems. But the scriptures are telling us that if we actually want to go to the higher planets, we need to cultivate the mode of goodness. And in that way, we can go to the higher planets. The word Divam refers to the higher planetary system known as Swargalok. Indra, king of the higher planetary system, has the power to push down any conditioned soul attempting to go from the lower to the higher planets without proper qualifications. The modern attempt to go to the moon is also an attempt by inferior men to go to Swarglok by artificial mechanical means. This attempt cannot be successful. So, like for example, Ravan, he wanted to make a staircase to go right up to the heavens, right? So time to time, the demons, they try to conquer the heavenly planets, and some of them succeed for some time. We saw how Hiranyakashipu, he became the ruler, Lord Indra was also afraid of him. He had occupied the palace of Indra. So the greater demons, for some time, they may be able to occupy these heavenly planets, but not for long. Then the Lord comes to kill them. What to speak of the persons who have no qualification? One, we may try to force ourselves there, but we won't be allowed. Like to enter to any country, we have to apply visa. Or you have to go. You want to go to America, you have to apply American visa. Want to go to Europe, you have to apply the Schengen visa, like that. So the qualification is needed, right? Even to go over here from one country to another. So to go to one planet to another, qualifications are needed. From this statement of Indra, it appears that anyone attempting to go to the higher planetary systems by mechanical means, which are here called Maya, is condemned to go to the hellish planets in the lower portion of the universe. So Lord Indra is saying those who force their way, they are not qualified, but they're forcing their way to come to the planetary system. I'm sending them to hell. This is what Indra is saying. To go to the higher planetary system, one needs sufficient good qualities. A sinful person situated in the mode of ignorance. Oh, wow, it's jumping. Let's see. Keeps on jumping. Huh? A sinful person situated in the mode of ignorance and addicted to drinking, meat eating, and illicit sex will never enter the higher planets by mechanical means. So we can't force our way there. Hence, qualifications are needed. One has to be in the mode of goodness to go to the higher planets. Any comments, questions? No? Okay, so we continue reading. Soham durmayinastedya
Soham durmainastedya
vajrena shataparvana
Vajrina
Vajrashataparvana
Shataparvana
shiro harishye mandatman
Shiro Harishi Manda
Mandatmana
ghata swagyatibhi saha.
Gataswagyati
Gatasvagyatishaha.
Saha.
Today with my thunderbolt, which has hundreds of sharp edges, I, the same powerful person, shall sever your head from your body. Although you can produce so much jugglery through illusion, you are now endowed with a poor fund of knowledge. Now, try to exist on this battlefield with your relatives and friends. So we can see how Indra is now more enthusiastic and, he's
He's telling
energetic,
Bali Maharaj,
energized.
right?
Yeah, he's speaking to Bali Maharaj. He said,
Bali
now you were
Maharaj.
putting your illusion. Now, okay, all this
Hmm.
illusion is not going to work anymore.
So this is mystic, right? Power, right? What like Bali Maharaj is using, I mean,
Yeah,
to create the solution, right? Okay.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, he was using all this mystic powers.
Mhm.
So Hare Krishna, yeah, Bali Maharaj is
Hare
using or
Krishna.
Sukracharya is
Bali
using mystic.
Maharaj.
Bali
Bali
Maharaj.
Maharaj. Oh.
Bali Maharaj
And
was using to create the illusion, and Shukracharya was using his mystic power to bring them back to life. those
Hmm.
demons who are dying, and if their bodies
Hmm.
were not very
Yeah,
severely
completely not.
damaged,
Yeah, separated.
yeah,
Yeah.
then he was bringing them back to life.
And then the other side, the demigod side, Bhagwan was doing that. She, right?
Yeah,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
that's
bringing them
right.
back to life.
Yeah,
Hmm. So
so we can
its
see,
churning is already done, right?
churning is
Every
finished. Yeah,
finished, and everything was distributed also, like uh, genuinely or maybe ungenuinely. But why they are start fighting? For
Oh,
what?
the nectar, no, the they didn't get the nectar, no, the demons.
I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah. They got upset, right? They said, hey, we worked so hard and we didn't get the nectar. So they're upset. So now they're saying, oh, we are going to kill you. You didn't give
Hmm.
us the nectar. So they're very angry. That's why they're fighting.
Okay. Okay. Just because they angry, like this is not done very uh, like they do partialism, right?
Yeah,
Some
because
time
they
of
didn't get,
intention. Amrit.
because they,
Yeah.
yeah, because the demons didn't get the nectar. The
Uh-huh.
demigods
That's
got
why.
the nectar. Yeah, so
Hmm.
they're angry now
yeah. God
that
came, no,
we worked.
Krishna came, right, as Mohini Murti, and she distributed the nectar, right? She captivated this thing with her track, right? With her beauty. The demons got attracted and they said, yeah, you can do what you want. Like, they thought that they'll get, but they didn't get, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. Just because they are angry, so they just want to like kill them, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's right. Okay. Shibadiruvacha
Shri Bali
Bali
Vacha
Uvacha
Sangrame Vardhamanana
Sangrame
Sangrame
Vartamananam
Vardhamanam
Kala Chodita Karmanam
Kalachodita
Kaladita
Karmanam
Karmanam
Kirtir Jayo Jayo Mrityu
Kirti
Kirti
Jayo
Jayo Jayo
Jayo
Mrityu
Sarvesham Syur Anukramat.
Sarvesham
Sarvesham Shru
Sri
Anukarma.
Bali Maharaj replied, all those present on this battlefield are certainly under the influence of eternal time, and according to their prescribed activities, they are destined to receive fame, victory, defeat, and death, one after another. If one is victorious on the battlefield, he becomes famous, and if one is not victorious but is defeated, he may die. Both victory and defeat are possible, whether on such a battlefield as this or on the battlefield of the struggle for existence. So Bali Maharaj is saying, okay, anyone who's fighting based on karma, based on, you know, their activities, based on the time, Kal Chakra, one is gonna get either become victorious or get defeated. One will either become famous or will die. So here Prabhupada is pointing out that that also happens in this battle of life, struggle for existence. Everything takes place according to the laws of nature. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashaha. Since everyone, without exception, is subject to the modes of material nature, whether one is victorious or defeated, he is not independent, but is under the control of material nature. Bali Maharaj, therefore, was very sensible. He knew that the fighting was arranged by eternal time and that under time's influence, one must accept the results of one's own activities. Therefore, even though Indra threatened that he would now kill Bali Maharaj by releasing the thunderbolt, Bali Maharaj was not at all afraid. This is the spirit of a Kshatriya. Yude chapi apalayanam. Bhagavad Gita 18:43. A Kshatriya must be tolerant in all circumstances, especially on the battlefield. Thus, Bali Maharaj asserted that he was not at all afraid of death, although he was threatened by such a great personality as the King of Heaven. So, Bali Maharaj, truly a king, truly a leader. We don't have leaders like this anymore that who are not afraid of the enemy. He's saying, see, according to karma, what I'm going to get, I'm going to get. Either I'm going to win this battle and become famous based on my past karma and based on the time, or either I will lose the battle and I may die. Whatever it comes, it comes. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna face it. Right? This is Bali Maharaj's mood here. Sneha, you're gonna leave soon? Thank you for joining.
I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes more, then I'll leave.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All
Thank you.
right. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we'll go on to the next one. Tad idam kala rashanam.
Tat idam kala darshanam
Jagat Pashyanti Surya
jagat
Pashyanti
pashyanti
Surya
Na Rishyanti Na Shochanti
na risyanti
Pashyanti
na
Nasochanti
shochanti
Tatra Yuyam Apanditaha.
tatra
Tatra
yuyam
Yam Apandita.
apanditaha.
Seeing the movements of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. Therefore, because you're jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned. So here Bali Maharaj is in fact instructing to Indra. He's saying that time factor, some happens, right? Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. It's just how time has the influence on us, how we are getting the karma. Bali Maharaj knew that Indra, king of heaven, was extremely powerful, certainly more powerful than he himself. Nonetheless, Bali Maharaj challenged Indra by saying that Indra was not a very learned person. In Bhagavad Gita 2.11, Krishna rebuked Arjuna by saying, Ashochayan anvashochastam pragyavadamscha bhashase gatasun agatasumscha nanu shochanti panditaha. While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. Because Arjuna was saying, oh, I cannot fight because of this, because of that, tradition will go down, my family is going to die. So many reasons Arjuna was giving. So Krishna is saying, you're appearing to be learned, but actually you're not learned because you're grieving for the body, which is already dead. Thus, as Krishna challenged Arjuna by saying that he was not a Pandita or a learned person, Bali Maharaj also challenged King Indra and his associates. In this material world, everything happens under the influence of time. Consequently, for a learned person who sees how things are taking place, there is no question of being sorry or happy because of the waves of material nature. Time, we say, right? With time we get something, with time the same thing is taken away. So after all, since we are being carried away by these waves, what is the meaning of being jubilant or morose? So we get carried away. When we get something, we get super happy. When something is taken away from us, we get super depressed. But here Bali Maharaj is saying it's, the influence of time. With the influence of time, sometimes we are winning, sometimes we are losing. Why putting so much emotion in it? Sure, we have emotions, but we shouldn't get carried away by it. One who is fully conversant with the laws of nature is never jubilant or morose because of nature's activities. In Bhagavad Gita 2.14, Krishna advises that one be tolerant. Tam titikshasva bharata. Following this advice of Krishna's, one should not be morose or unhappy because of circumstantial changes. This is the symptom of a devotee. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, text 14, that happiness and distress will come and go. They are temporary, just as the season changes. Right now it's very cold in Taiwan. After a few months, the season will change. Right now, we may be thinking, oh, when is it going to get warm? It's so cold. It's so cold. When is it going to get warm? But soon, after a few months, the season will change and it'll be so hot. We will be saying, oh my God, it's so hot. When is it going to cool down? So, but Krishna is saying, tolerate, tolerate. It's cold and heat comes and goes. Like that, happiness and distress comes and goes. So, a devotee does not get carried away by these changes. A devotee carries out his duty in Krishna consciousness and is never unhappy in awkward circumstances. So he does not give up his devotional service. Whatever is coming, happiness or distress is coming, he's tolerating. At the same time, he's continuing his worship of Krishna. He's continuing to hear and chant and to glorify Krishna. He has full faith that in such circumstances, Krishna protects his devotee. Therefore, a devotee never deviates from his prescribed duty of devotional service. The material qualities of jubilation and moroseness are present even in the demigods, who are very highly situated in the upper planetary system. Therefore, when one is undisturbed by the so-called favorable and unfavorable circumstances of this material world, he should be understood to be Brahma-bhuta or self-realized. So Prabhupada is saying that we can notice that even the demigods are lamenting or they are being super happy, jubilation and moroseness. That's how the mind tricks us, right? The mind tells us this is a good situation, yes, very good. And then when something is we don't like, then the mind will say, no, 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 oh, what's happening? What's happening? There's too much lamentation. So even in the demigods have this to be equal Brahma Bhuta platform, that is liberation. To understand, I'm not the body, I am spirit soul. Then one is really being able to be equipoised. So, but for a devotee, then he puts Krishna in the center. He says, okay, whatever it is, Krishna is taking care of me. Suffering is coming. Okay, Krishna is making the suffering less. Otherwise, I would have suffered more. Happiness is coming. He's saying this is encouragement by Krishna. I don't deserve so much. So this is how devotee, uh, that's his mood, either in happiness or in distress. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 1854, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na shochati na kankshati. One who is transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. So this is the liberated platform. When one is undisturbed by material circumstances, he should be understood to be on the transcendental stage above the reactions of the three modes of material nature. So he's understood he's not the body, he's a spirit soul, and that's how he's always happy. The miseries of the world don't affect him. The miseries will come, but he doesn't get affected by them. That is how it is said, tolerant. Any comments, questions? No? Okay, so we'll go on then. na vayam manyamananam
Na vayam manyamananam
atmanam tatra sadhanam
atmanam tatra sadhanam
girova sadhu shocyanam
girova sadhu shochayanam
grihanimo marmatadanaha.
grenimo marmata tadana.
You demigods think that your own selves are the cause of your attaining fame and victory. Because of your ignorance, saintly persons feel sorry for you. Therefore, although your words afflict the heart, we do not accept them. So here Bali Maharaj, he's speaking like wisdom, because Lord Indra was saying, okay, your illusion is not going to work. We are the master of the mystics and I'm going to win now. And so Bali Maharaj is saying, with time, either I will lose or either I will win. But you demigods are thinking that you are the cause of it. And in fact, Bali Maharaj is saying, that saintly peace persons feel sorry for you, means people who have knowledge are feeling sorry by hearing such words because you're such a great personality in such a great position. And Bali Maharaj is saying, I do not accept what you're saying. It's not you who are the cause of your victory. So, Shishukovacha
Shishuka uvacha
iti akshipya vibhum viro
iti akshipya vidham viro
naracher viramardanaha
naracha viramardhana
akarna purner ahanat
akarna purne ahanad
aksheper ahatam punaha.
akesha per ahatam puna.
Sukadev Goswami said, after thus rebuking Indra, king of heaven, with sharp words, Bali Maharaj, who could subdue any other hero, drew back to his ear the arrows known as the Narachas and attacked Indra with these arrows. Then he again chastised Indra with strong words. So now Bali Maharaj is also getting, like, okay, I'm going to give it my best. I'm going to fight to the best that I
Hare
have.
Krishna.
Eva, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so in fact, Bali Maharaj was a good king, right? And he was very like doing justice and everything, no cheating like that. So
No, well, he's the king of the demons, so he was
yeah,
acting like a demon.
he was the king of demon, but he was a very fair king, right? Yeah.
He did do the illusion for the demigods.
Yeah, now he was doing illusion, but
Yeah.
for the like at the time of before ocean churning, like we read that like Bali Maharaj was a very soft and something like very passionate king and doing justice and everything like that. No,
I
like
don't
he was a
remember.
good king. Even he was
See,
king of. Uh,
he's the king of the demons. Now demons and demigods are always fighting. And
hmm,
Bali Maharaj at one time he takes over the full kingdom, full universe. And that's how then Indra prays to Vamandev, to the
hmm,
Lord, that you come as Vamandev, help me get my kingdom.
hmm,
So, yes, Bali Maharaj, a very able king of the demons, he's doing his duty, but he also has knowledge that we can see now. By his
hmm,
words, we can hear, we can see that he has knowledge. And we also know that how later he rejects Shukracharya and gives charity, you know. to Vamandev. He
Vaman
said,
Dev,
if
yeah.
it's Lord Vishnu, then I'm going to give him everything. And Bali Maharaj is one of the Mahajans, right?
That's why I'm saying, like, he was a very good
Yeah.
and knowledgeable person, right? Even he was the king of demon, but he was
Knowledge. He has a
justif.
lot of knowledge. Yeah, he
Mm,
has a lot of knowledge. That's right. A lot of
mm,
knowledge. Yeah, he's like the example for complete surrender to Krishna, Atma Nivedanam. But he's doing his
mm.
part. He,
Yeah,
like
now
how we
he is
saw
doing his
Vritrasur.
duty.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Mm,
Like
yes.
we saw how Vritrasur also, because he was a demon, he was creating so much disturbance for the demigods. But he was a
Mm,
pure devotee,
yes, yes, yeah.
So they're
Mm,
doing their duty, what they need to do in whatever position that they are.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, thank you.
okay, thank you. Evam nirakrito devo
Evam nirakrito devo
vairina tatyavadina
vairina tathyavadina
nam nam rishyat tad adhikshepam
namrikshat tat adhikshepam
totra hata eva dvipaha.
totrahata iva dvipa.
Since Maharaj Bali's rebukes were truthful, King Indra did not at all become sorry, just as an elephant beaten by its driver's rod does not become agitated. So King Indra is also realizing what Bali is saying is true. So he's also not getting angry. Like he's understanding, yeah, this is good knowledge. What he's saying is true. So it takes some intelligence also, because sometimes what happens, we may say something wrong, and if somebody tries to correct us, instead of listening, we may get angry, right? Our ego may come in the way, and we may say, oh, who are you to tell me this? But here we can see that Indra, he's understanding, yes, what you're saying is correct. It's accepting it. Praharat kulesham tasma
Praharat kulem tashma
amogam paramardana
amogaham paramardhana
sayano nyapatad bhumau
shayano neaptat bhumam
chinna paksha ivachalaha.
shinna paksha ivachala.
Oh, I didn't realize time's up. This is okay, it's a short one. Okay. When Indra, the defeater of enemies, released his infallible thunderbolt scepter at Bali Maharaj with a desire to kill him, Bali Maharaj indeed fell to the ground with his airplane like a mountain with its wings cut off. In many descriptions in Vedic literature, it is found that mountains also fly in the sky with wings. When such mountains are dead, they fall to the ground where they stay as very large dead bodies. So maybe we've not seen, but it seems mountains can fly also. But anyway, here, Indra, now he wants to kill Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj fell, fell to the ground. His airplane has fallen now. He's fallen now. We'll continue to read tomorrow. Time is up. Did you have any like last minute comments or questions? If no, we'll stop here and we continue tomorrow. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare